Okay, good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Online, good morning. Yeah, slowly getting better. Thanks for asking. Okay, so hope everyone are doing good. Really? I don't know that, Naveen. Yeah. Okay, so did you complete your practicals? Completed, huh? Nice. So today attendance is low. Holy effect. Okay. So what are the things that we have learned in our last class? Yeah, commands. I'll be asking. Can you answer me the answers for that? Okay. So what is the command to remove a single directory? rmdir. If you want to delete multiple directories, rm minus rf. And what is the command to copy? cp. cp and then tell completely like source and then destination. And then if you want to copy all the subfolders, then cp minus r. So if you want to create an empty file, touch. And if you want to create multiple empty files, touch file name in brackets, how many numbers that you want. And I want to see the first 10 lines of the file. Last 10 lines, tail. Sort we have seen. And if you, what is the command for comparing two files? CMP. And if you want to see the difference between the files, then diff. So what is the command to searching? Find. Find, you put the path and then hyphen name and then file name. What is dot represent? Louder. Current directory. Okay. And then what are the commands? So I want to create a file, not empty file. So I want to create a file and also I need to write a content. What are the commands that you use? So one is cat, another one is vi. So using cat greater than symbol and then file name. That is in interactive mode where you can write the where you can write the content directly. And also you have double greater than. Double greater than meaning what? Append. Okay. And if you want to move, what's the command? MV. So if you want to rename, MV. Okay. If you want to print the number of lines in a file, cat minus n, right? Cat minus n and then file name. So I want to see where are my libraries? Which? What is that? Which? And do you remember the difference between absolute path and relative path? And what is the command to see the IP address of the machine? Host name? Say that. Very important. I told you a number of times. What is the command? Host name minus I. You have done not completed practicals? No? Huh? Very, very, very important because in coming days in DevOps, you need to find the IP address of the machine, right? All the time. So for that reason, so it is very important to know the type, the command. Okay. So online can please put in the chat. What's the command to find the IP address? What's the command? Host name minus I. What's the command to find the name of the machine? Host name. What's that? Host name. And what's the command to set the host name? Host name, CTL set hyphen host name and then name. Not done. Middle. Practicals. Huh? Acha, acha, okay. Okay. No, this command is very, very important. Okay. So what is the command to set the host name? Again, tell me. Host name CTL, set hyphen host name, and then name of the name. Okay. And then also we have seen the VI editor. So this is what we have learned in our last class. Yeah. Yeah. So today let us learn few more commands. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's connect. Okay. Okay. So what's the landing command? Okay. So now let us change the, what is the command to find the IP address? Host name hyphen I. That is fine. So what's the name of the machine? Host name. So host name is bigger, right? So let us set the host name. What's the command? Host name, CTL, set hyphen host name. I call it as, for example, Linux. And how to go there? Sudo hyphen I. Okay. Okay. So let us learn few commands here. So today let's start with the concept called grep. Say that. Generally, what is the meaning of grep in normal life? Grep it. Grep. Grep meaning? Grep meaning grep. To fetch something, right? So when I say that is grab, grep, right? Everything is fine, right? Everything is same. So grep meaning here to get is something. So let's say, for example, let us go and create one small file. Okay. So let's say vi file one. Okay. So here I'm writing, this is DevOps class in DevOps Linux classes. Linux class. Okay. And classes going good. Example. Okay. Inside this file, there are a lot of data inside that file, right? So inside that big file, I want to see particular word is there or not. So what we can do, we can grep it. So Gananas, find is different. Find is to find the file in the entire file system. But here grep command will help you to grep the particular words inside the file. Particular words inside the file. Let's say, for example, I want to grep, okay, grep DevOps, where in the file one. Okay, so that's a case sensitive. Huh? So grep DevOps and then file one. Do you see that? So DevOps is colored here now. Okay. And then grep, which one? Class. And then file one. So class is also there. So this is really, really important in the Linux, in the DevOps codes. So because it is good for us to grab some words from a particular output also. Good enough. Let's say there are so many services running in our machine. So if I want to select only particular service, then which command I should use? Grep. Which command I should use here? Grep. Clear? So we'll be using this grep many times. So, but you understand the grep. So grep command will help you to find or or list or find the words inside the file. Okay. Okay. So that is the grep. So grep and then search word and then what? File name. So another one is a little bit interesting. Let's assume that in real time you came to me. Assume that I'm a manager to you. You came to me and asked, sir, I don't know how to do that activity on the machine. So there are two things. One thing is what I need to do. I need to show everything in front of you. Yes or no? I need to show everything in front of you. You'll be sitting next to me and then I'll be running all the commands and you will be watching that commands. But do you able to remember? So what you need to write down in your book or not? Otherwise, simply what I can do is I can use a command called script. Say that. I can use a command called here script. From where it's getting? Asha. Okay. Echo. Huh? Okay, mute option is.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. It's fine now? Can you please confirm it's fine now? Yeah. Okay. So this is a command here called script. Sir, please unmute. Why unmute? Guys, can you please confirm? Can you hear me? Everything is fine? Okay, good. So here I use a command called what here? Script. So when I use script, do you see script started? Output log file is TypeScript. Okay, I think let's remove that. Okay. Okay. So here I run a command called script. So if I run a script here and whatever the things that I do, for example, ls minus al, right? And then some cat, right? For example, some activities I'm doing it here. Okay. And then I did control D. So once I did control D, do you see this here? Exit script done. So what is the meaning is it just like recording. What's that? Whatever the activities that you are, what are the commands that you are doing on the screen, everything will be recorded in the file. So you no need to write. I just need to share this file to you and all that file will contain. So what file is that? Do you see that TypeScript? So if I do here cat TypeScript and it doesn't contain anything. Okay, it contain exit only. Okay. Didn't work properly. type script, and then I call it a script, and then ls minus el, I just did, and control D. Okay. So, and then if I do you see that? So if I do cat TypeScript, so in this, what I did ls minus al, and then I completed. So basically what this will do is, whatever the commands that you ran when you start the script and until you do control D, everything will be recorded inside this file called TypeScript. So this will help you to share whatever the commands that you have done to the other guy. Okay. What's the command, guys? Just script. This will record activities. Okay. Online, you're getting it? And next one here is, we have something called alias. Say that. What is the meaning of alias in general? Another name. Alias meaning here, another name. So here also, generally, can you tell me what is the command to list all the files with hidden directories? ls-al. Sorry. So ls minus al, or else you can do ls minus ltr. Anything is fine, right? So ls minus al, I don't want to type this much big, this many letters. I'm very lazy. If I just press L, it should work. But L is working here. If you're very lazy, then we can set alias for it. Another name for it. So what's the command here? Alias. Say that. Alias. What is the alias that you want? L. If I type L, it should work. What is the alias for this? ls minus al. You are setting, Acha. ls minus al. So you are setting for this command alias as what? Only L. You can give any name, your name also fine. So I just did. Okay. Now, if I want to do ls minus L, do I need to type ls minus L? No, just put L. Previously L worked. No, right? So let's say, for example, this will, whenever you are running something really big line commands. So for that, can you set alias or not? It's better. Let's say systemctl, you want to start something all the time. Instead of that, start, stop. You can read it or not? Yes, you can do that. Okay. So that is alias. All are small commands, but we need practice for this. Okay. Let's go for another one. We call it as zzip. Say that. Zzip is for what purpose? Let's say I have a file here. What's the file I have? File 1. So generally zzip is for what purpose? Compressing the files. Compressing the files. Zipping. Zzip meaning what? In your Windows also you have zip files, no? Here we call it as what? Zzip. Say that. Zzip. So how to zip? Remember, zzip will help you to compress only the files, not directories. Only the files, not directories. So how to zip it? Zzip, say that. Zzip -k. K meaning keep, C meaning compress. So K meaning, so it will keep the original file as it is. So I want to zip this file 1. What's the command? Tell me. Zzip -k and then file name. Enter. If you do ls, do you see it has kept the file 1 and separately it has zipped the file 1.zz. Okay. But remember, I created directory mkdir text, for example. Will this zzip help to zip the test folder, test directory? Answer is no. Zzip will help only for which one? Files. Got it? Now? And then if you want to unzip, zip, unzip. Here we should not call it as unzip, we should call it as gunzip. What is that? Gunzip. What is that? Gunzip. So let's say, for example, I have file1.zz. No, whenever, if you want to download some softwares that will be in Linux machine, it will be in ZZ format. Which format? Your Apache will download, Nginx, all these things will be downloaded in future. All the things will be in ZZip file. So what we need to do, we need to download and then we need to gunzip it. Okay, so gunzipping is nothing but unzipping in your laptop, similar. But for that, I need to delete this file one now, first of all, because file one is already exist, right? So let's see, what's the command to delete? rm rf chapter. So rm minus rf, which one here? File one. Okay. Okay. Now let's gun zip it. What's the command? Gun zip. Which one? File one dot enter. Do you see this here now? File one is there. Got it? So this will be really helpful if you want to zip it and then share it, or if you want, this will be helpful whenever you download something from internet, and this is the command to unzip it. So what's the command to zip first of all? Zzip hyphen k and then file name. And if you want to unzip it, gunzip and then file name. This is related to zip and then gunzip. So there is something also very commonly available in the Linux. We call it as tarball. Say that. Tar, T-A-R, tarball. We call it as tarball. So generally everyone will call it as tar file. What's that? Tar file. But actual word we call it as a tar ball. But you don't see any ball here. It just we name, we call it as what? Tar ball. So tar is also used for what purpose? Archive purpose only. What is that? Archive meaning zipping purpose. Okay. So let's create, and this gzip will be helpful to zip only the files, but whereas this tar will help you to zip to compress your entire directory also. Do you understand the difference between gzip and then tar? So tar will help you to compress directories, whereas gzip will help you to compress only files. Okay, so we have a directory here, right? Test directory. So should we go and tar it? I mean compress it. So what's the command? Tar, yes, hyphen c zf. Say that. C meaning compress. So zipping it, and then that is the file czf, right? And then which one? Test. You need to give the name, right? So here test dot, how you want to zip it? I want to tar it and then I want to zip it. And which folder you want to do it? Test. See that command once. Tar hyphen czf, and you want to give the name, how you want to zip it, and then which folder you want to zip it? Test. Clear? Okay. Enter. So do you see this here? Zipda. So this is my directory and this is a zip file or not? So now we have this and I need to untar it. What's that? So that is zip, zzip, gunzip. This tar, untar. So in order to untar, first of all, I need to delete this directory or not? So what's the command? rm minus rf, which one? Test. Gone. Okay, now how to untar it? What's that? Tell me the command. Not untar here. So tar hyphen, that is czf, right? Here is extract, x for extract zf. That is for hyphen c is for compress and hyphen x is for what? Extract. Extract which one? Nana? Test dot tar dot cz. And do you have the test directory now? Whenever I say important, please mark it somewhere in your book, or please keep that in mind. These are important because these are very commonly used commands in our DevOps classes. Okay, because we'll be downloading the tar balls and then we'll need to untar it. Untar meaning, don't say it is untar, it is tar hyphen xzf. Which one? Xzf. Getting it? Online you're getting, Nana? So I'm going damn slow, definitely. Okay. So now assume that I have multiple files. I'll create one more file, touch file 2 and then file 3. I have 3 files now, file 1, file 2, file 3. First one, what I did, I zip it only one single file. Second one, what I did, I zipped the entire directory. Now here I have file 1, file 2, file 3. All these things I want to zip it. All 3 files, file 1, file 2, file 3, I need to zip it. What's the command for this? Hmm. Yeah. I'm showing one more thing here. We call it as a zip. Say that. Zip. Multiple things. So you can zip. You want to zip, mention the what the outcomes, my files.zip. You can give any name. And then what are the files that you want to zip it? File 1, file 2, and then file 3. Boom. So what it says here? Command. So uh, if you say command not found, so what is the thing we need to do? Install it. Command m install -y. Which one? Zip. So this another small package that you need to install. Mainly for directories, Zakir. Okay. So now this is done, right? And let's use that command again. Zip. What all this file will be zipped to the what name? My files.zip. Enter. So do you see adding file 1, file 2, file 3. So if I do ls, so I have my files.zip file now. Yes or no? So now I want to, what you need to do? Unzip it. Zip. No, this is similarly like your Windows. Zip, unzip. Similar. Here also zip, unzip. So unzip, if you want to unzip, what you need to do? First you need to delete the files, or right? So let's delete those files. rm -rf, which file star. Okay. So what's the command for unzip? Which one? Unzip my files are there. So if you do see this, again I have my files. Now in compressing, we have learned here 3 commands. What are the 3 commands? One is gzip, another one is tar, another one is zip. And you know how to unzip it, gunzip it, untar it. Clear? Online, clear please? Okay. Files are already existing, no Santosh? If the files are already in existing, so you need your zip, you see, same files are, yeah, correct, Naveen. Understood, Santosh? Okay. So next one here is important thing is important command, very important command, sed command. What is that? SED. Say that. Stream editor. Say that. SED. SED. SED meaning here stream editor. S for stream, ED for editor. Important command because we'll be using this in the DevOps classes. So mainly this sed command, we use it for what purpose? To replace the words in a file. What we need to replace the words in a file. If you want to search the words in a file, what's the command that you use? Grep. So if you want to replace the words inside the file, then use what? Sed. What's that? Sed. 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 Online, put it in the chat, Nana. So for that, what I do is I'll download one sample some Excel sheet so that it contains the data. We need to have some data, right? So there is a command called duplicate. We know this. Duplicate command is used for what purpose? To download the internet files, right? So, okay. And then what we learn? Zzip, zip, right? Zip, and then, correct? Okay, and then we have learned tar hyphen czf, and then file name, and then tar hyphen xzf, and then file, and then wget. Okay, so wget, I'm putting 2 times. So I'm just downloading one zip file. Acha, what do we need to do? Okay. Okay. Do you see that zip file? Very nasty big zip file. So first of all, what I want you to do is, can you give me a command to change the name of that nasty name? I'll put it at some MV. Which one? This E blah blah 2. I call it as customer dot zip. Okay. So now I have, instead of this nasty name, I have what here? Customer dot zip. Now unzip it. Unzip customer dot zip. Again the nasty name came. What we need to do? MV this nasty name to customer. Okay. And now I have customer CD customer. Inside I have the employees.csv file. You understand why I did? Because it's a very big name, right? That's why I changed it. Okay. Now I have employees.csv file. So if you want to edit it, what's the command? PI. So we have a lot of data here. Okay. Can you find one data? Okay. Something. Nina. The name is what here? Nina. Oh, you had Valli. Sri Valli. Huh? Okay. Okay, fine. We have here Valli. Okay. VALLI. So we have that file. Assume I want to replace that word Valli to Sri Valli. You understand? That is, I can find directly, but in real time, you will be having multiple files. So you'll be having a file and you have so many places. It's just like in Notepad, Control F, search and then replace, right? Similarly here, replace command. So what is the command that we use here? Sed. Say that. Sed. So sed hyphen I. Say that. Sed hyphen I in single quote. What are you replacing? String. What is replacing here? String. And then word. What you want to replace? Valli to Sri Valli slash. In which file? Employees. Okay. So if I do just cat, which one? Employees. Where is it? Huh? VALLI. So the capital letter, no? Okay, I did this. Case sensitive, now incorrect. So only, okay. So now Let's do cat employees. One not. Now it is now changed to Srivalli. Okay. So can you tell me here, instead of going and finding Srivalli is there or not, I told you one command. What command? Grep command. Which one? Grep. Can you tell me the command for that? Grep. Okay. Srivalli employees. This Srivalli is there or not? This is the purpose of grep. So if you want to find any particular word inside the file, then we use for that grep. And do you understand how to replace the file? You replace the word inside the file. What command is that? Set command. What command? So I have given multiple scenarios for the set commands. So you can just go ahead and practice it here. Okay. Is it clear till here, everyone? Online? Guys, this set command is super important because I'll be using a lot of so many times in Ansible. Which one? In Ansible, I'll be using this command a lot. Online, can I get CC till here, please? Nice. Okay, good. Okay. So now let's move on to how to install a package. We know this already. What's the command? Yeah, may install. And then in AWS, we have installed which web server? Apache web server. Say that. Mainly here in our course, we'll be learning two web servers. What are those? Number one is Apache. Number two is Nginx. So Apache, you know how to install it. Yum install -y httpd. It will install. So that one we already did in AWS. So now today we'll go with what? Nginx. What's the command to install? Say yum install -y. Which one? Nginx. Many 90% of the people say Nginx, but very few people will say Nginx. Nginx. So not good to say Nginx, call it as Nginx. So I'm installing it. Okay, very important command. Now I have installed Nginx. So by default, Nginx will be in stop status, start status. Stop state. What is the command to see it? Very good. Say that. Systemctl status Nginx. Say that. Say that again. Again. Systemctl status Nginx. If you hit enter, what it says is clearly says what it says here. Sorry. What is that? Inactive. So it is inactive complete. Inactive meaning what here? It's not started. So this is a way in the real time or in our DevOps classes. So we'll be installing so many services like this, and then you need to start the service, you need to stop the service, you need to restart, you need to check the status. Let's say you install Jenkins. Which one? Jenkins. You install Ansible, you install Terraform. So any service that you have installed, you need to check the service is running or not. So what's the command here? Systemctl status Nginx. Okay, let's start. Say command. Systemctl start Nginx. And now check the status again. Systemctl status Nginx. Now in what state it is? Active and running. So what's the command to restart? Systemctl restart Nginx. These commands are very important. So you can start it, you can check the status, you can restart it. You can stop it also. Is it clear? Online clear enough? Okay. So we have installed this Nginx service. Do you think in this Linux machine only Nginx service will be there or multiple services? So many services will be there. There is a command here to list all the services whichever is there in the Linux. So say with me, systemctl. Say that. Systemctl list units. Say that. hyphen type. Which type is this? Service hyphen all. Keep that in mind. Read it. Say the systemctl list hyphen units hyphen type. Which type is that? Service and listing all. See here now. See. So it is listed a lot around. See, it is 1 to 25 pages. Lines are there here. 1 to 25 lines. And you see all the services, some are active, some are inactive. Some are found loaded, some are not found. Some are in the inactive state, dead state, active, but it's stopped state, right? So so many are there. Okay. But out of this, do you see where is our Nginx? But Nginx will be definitely will be there or not? Now tell me the command how to find that Nginx. Exactly. So same command, but here I'm using pipe. What's that? Pipe. So pipe command will concatenate two commands. If you want to mix the two commands, what is the thing in between you need to put? Pipe. So pipe, and what is the command that you should use? Grep. Which one you want to grep? Nginx. Do you see this? Nginx service is there or not? Nginx service is loaded and that is completely active. Nginx will do three things. Keep that in mind. Nginx will work as a web server. Say that. Nginx will work as a web server. Nginx will work as a load balancer. Nginx will work as a load balancer. Nginx will work as a reverse proxy. Say that. Web server, load balancer, reverse proxy. Say that three things again. Web server, load balancer, reverse. So I'll be teaching you all these three things slowly whenever the time comes. Yes, Omkar will talk on that now. So this will show the services, Omkar, and the one which you are talking about is that will show the processes. Process meaning here PS. Say that. So if you say PS aux, do you see PS AUX? Say that PS. I'll write again. PS AUX. So this will show you all the processes running on this machine. All the processes. So what's the command? Okay, I forgot to write all these commands. What are the commands we learn after duplicate? Huh? Okay, sed. Okay, that sed command. And then systemctl. Okay, start and then service name. After that, yum install also we did, right? Yum install -y and then service. Next, what we did? List all. Systemctl list hyphen units hyphen type, which one? Service hyphen all. And then if you want pipe, Nginx. Okay. And then just now we have learned about yes. Nice. Okay. So there is a command called, to monitoring purpose, all the processes, we have something called top. Say that. Just top, right top and enter. By seeing this top, you will understand. Do you see this here? And this machine is up since how many minutes? 37 minutes. And how many users has logged in? Only one. Right? How in here one process, the one task is running. These many are sleeping, and these many are stopped. And we have zombies also. What's that? Have you heard about zombie? Not that wala. Right, that zombie meaning here, it's a orphan process where it doesn't have any parent process, right? So yes, Naveen, this is just like a task manager in your Windows. So where it will show all the processes here, and then you have the PID. Say that PID meaning process ID. Say that. So these are all the process IDs that you have, and whichever the process ID that is taking more size and more memory. So how much CPU percentage, memory percentage, if required, you can kill it if required. Kill the what? Process. Here also in task manager, we go and kill, right? So I open the task manager here. So we have here mobile XTEM is there. Can I go and end task or not? If we click on end task, what will happen? The process will end. And it clearly shows what is the CPU percentage it is using and what is the memory it is using. So what's the command here to see for monitoring purpose, and press Q. What do you need to press? Q to come out. So what's the command here? Top. What's the command? Top. Okay. There is something called pgrep Nginx. So Nginx is a service that is already running or not. So we have, I want to see the process ID of Nginx. Now remember, for every service in the Linux, in the backend, there will be a process attached to it. And for every process, there will be a process ID. Process ID. So if you want to get the process ID, so what's the command here? pgrep. Say that. Pgrep is for what purpose? Now? To grab the process. So pgrep, which one? Nginx. What it will do? Grab the PID. PID of the service. Now we have the PID of the service 15045, 15046. Now I want to kill the Nginx service. I want to kill the Nginx service. So what's the command? Kill. So in the kill also, there are so many numbers, and our numbers are available. So there is a number called -9, -9, which is gracefully killing. Slowly, aram se. Don't kill it like this. Only once. Pasak, right? So only once Pasak type here, kill -9, and then you to put the process ID. What's the process ID? Let's say 15. Oh, con. Yes or no? So did I kill the Nginx or not? Can you tell me a command here to see the Nginx service is running or not? System, serial, status, Nginx. Okay, it didn't kill it. So let's kill the other one. Which one? 15 45. Now what it says? Fail. Okay. So if you want to kill the service, so kill the process, what's the command here? Kill. Yes, kill -9 and then PID. PID meaning here what? Process ID. Okay. So there are so many processes are running, So many processes are running. I want to list the processes. I showed you already PSAUX. Which one? There is a command here to display the process information for a particular process name. So that command is ps-ef. Say that. Say that again. A very important command. So basically, if you want to search this process is running or not, so I don't use PSAUX and all. I'll use ps-ef and then pipe grep. Which process? For example, Nginx. So there is a process here in the backend. Very, very important command. So if you it will display the entire process information for a particular process name. So what's the command here? ps-ef. Say that. ps-ef pipe grep and then here process name. Okay. Online, is it clear till here, please? Are you enjoying Linux classes? Nice, huh? Good. Hmm? Nice. Oh, huh? Better than the others, huh? Okay. You said you are attending the Linux classes, right? How are those? Did anyone attended Linux classes? What commands are going there? No. No one. Okay. Not good, sir, Pritesh. Okay. Okay. So you want to learn from me only? Good. Okay. Learn then. Okay. Fine. Okay. So that's the reason why. So I'm teaching you. I know that because let's say, which is your favorite restaurant for your biryani? Huh? Huh? Restaurant name? I don't know that. Pista. Okay. For example, Pista House. So if you okay, there are so many people saying something. So if you like to eat biryani in one place, you always go to that place and eat it. If you go to some other place and there also biryani will be there, but do you like it? So you got habituated or not? Similarly here also. The Riyas or biryani we want. Okay. Nice. Yeah, one day we'll go. Okay. So in my hometown called Nellore, anyone from Nellore? Okay. Huh? Pedareddy is just right. So in Nellore also there is a very famous biryani called Riya's Biryani. Okay. Yeah, fine. So let's move on to the next thing. So let's go to some system information commands, Nana. Which one? System information commands. So Mallikarjun, you had it, huh? Nice. Okay, now I want to know the system information. I want to display the system information. There is a command called uname minus a. Say that. Say that again. Uname minus a. Uname minus a meaning when it will show the system information. So which machine is this? Is a Linux machine, and then what type of architecture it using? Everything it will show here. If you want to see the flavor details, cat etc slash os hyphen release is there. No, you need to go there. Okay, and then what's the command? Uname minus I. Say that minus a. There is a command here. Sometimes you don't know with what user you have logged in, but by hereby you can easily understand, right? But there is a command that to find out who are you. Here, who am I? What is the command? Who am I? Root. Who am I here? If I logged in with Riaz user, then it will show as Riaz. I have logged in with what here? Now I exited. I mean, how many script is going on? Huh? Okay. Okay. So now, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Easy to hyphen user. Okay. Sudo hyphen I. Okay. So who am I command will show you with what user that you have logged in. Another one is df hyphen h. Say that. Disk file system. Which one? Disk file. This is also very commonly used command that we always use in the DevOps. df-h. If you hit a df disk file system in human readable format, you can read this. You can read the size here. So do you see these are all the file system names? And what is our size of the Linux machine here? 8 GB. How much is that? How much is our root volume? 8 or 10 GB, right? So do you see this 7.2 GB is available? So this is the file system that we are using, root file system. And then this much is used I mean, so size is this, sorry, 8.8, this one is size, and then this one is used, and this is how much it is available, and how much percentage it used. This is your slash meaning your entire root file system. Right? So, and any mounts that you want to see, that also you can see it from here. So, this is the command, this will help you df-h to show you the size of your file system. Say that, which one? df-h. Say that, important command. Okay. There is also something called fdisk. Say that. fdisk-l. You don't understand from here. It is related to your sector size of inside it, inside the hard disk, right? So this is required for your Linux administrators, where they want to do the partitions and all stuff. But fdisk will help you to this. What is the IO size? What is the sector size? What is the units from where to where is the sectors of everything? You will say start sector, end sectors, and everything. BIOS, boot, right? Linux file system from which sector? No, it's all about a hard disk. Meaning, do you remember hard disk with the needle reading in the back end? So it is having the sectors. So sectors from which sector to where actually the file system is present, everything will be here. fdisk will not be using that much. Okay, that's what I'm not writing there. And then du-sh, disk usage. Say that. So disk usage, wherever you are in the directory, if you want to see what is the size of the directory, then you can use what? Disk usage, du-sh. Disk usage, which one are here? And then we have uptime. What's that? Uptime is a command where it will show your machine is up since how many hours. Now, since how many hours, how much time, how many minutes? 50 minutes. So this one will be helpful in the real time. In the real time, there might be so many machines that will be logging and working or not. Let's say, for example, your laptop is there and you have not rebooted your laptop since 20 days, 1 month. What will happen? It will start crying or not? And what will you do? You restart it. And then definitely you'll get a mind, when did I last restart it, right? So everything, uptime, since everything you can get it from here, uptime concept. So LS CPU, what is that? LS CPU will show you the details about your CPU information. What's that here? CPU. So this will be helpful. Do you remember the virtualization that we are using in the AWS? Which one? Zen. Right? So LS CPU will show you the entire CPU information. LS CPU. Is it clear? You know this date command, right? So if you don't want to see from here the date from Windows, and if you want to see it from your so this date command we also will be helpful, Nana, because this date, see, this is in which time zone? UTC. So whenever you are doing any kind of jobs, cron jobs, schedulings and all, so you need to use your date command here. Online getting, Nana? Okay. Now, we have a command called RPM. Say that. RPM meaning Red Hat Package Manager. Say that. Red Hat Package Manager. What is a normal package manager? Yum. What is Yum? Package manager. Say that. Yum is a package manager. For Red Hat specially, we have something called package manager called RPM. Which one? We can use RPM also. You can do installation using RPMs also. You can do the installation using Yum also. So there might be a separate packages with that RPM, where you can use RPM command to install the packages. So what's the full form of RPM here? Red Hat Package Manager. So for Red Hat, this is a package manager. So let's say, for example, if you want to see what are all the applications is installed on this machine. Important. If you want to see what are the applications that are installed on this machine, so you can use what? rpm-qa. Say that. Ooh, do you see? If I say rpm-qa, there are so many things that it has listed. So many things. Now, out of this, Java is installed or not? Tell me how to do that. Full command. rpm-qa, then grep. Which one? Java. Java is there. Python. Python is installed. This is a very, very useful command. Let's say in real time, your manager asked, hey, please install Python. First of all, you need to check Python is there or not, right? So what's the command? Check, tell me again. rpm hyphen qa pipe grep Python, or whichever it is, Nginx, whichever it is. Nginx is also there. Very useful command. rpm hyphen qa pipe grep, and then let's say, for example, Nginx. This is one command to list all the applications that which are installed. There is also alternate command called dnf. Say that, Nana, here. So dnf list installed. Say that. So this will also show all the applications which are installed on this machine. You see? And this also, if you want to grep it, pipe grep it. Tell me the command again. dnf list installed. Which one? Grep. Which one? Java. Java is not there. Python. Listing or not? So you can use either of things. dnf list install pipe grep Python. And this will also help you to show all the packages installed. mlist available. Say that. Say that again. Remember this command. This will also will be helpful. So, acha, spelling mistake. Mlist available. Oh, do you see? These are all the packages are there. If you want to grep it again, pipe grep and then find it out. So what's the command here? mlist. Yes. Online, is this clear till here? System commands, please. Nice. Very nice. Okay, ma. Offline clear, everyone? Okay. So let's go few networking commands. ifconfig. What's that? If you want to see the IP address, what's the command for to see the IP address? Hostname minus I. That is sufficient. That is more than sufficient, because by default you will get to know from here directly the IP address. But ifconfig, the command is not installed. But in real time, you will not have a permission to install this ifconfigs or any packages. So in that case, if you want to see the IP address, you use hostname minus I. But if you want to use this ifconfig, so we need to install what it says, command not found. What we need to do? M install minus Y. ifconfig is not a package. For this, NetTools. What is that? NetTools, you need to use it. Okay, now do ifconfig. Now it is showing this IP address here. Okay. Got it, na? So what's the command to install ifconfig? M install which one? NetTools. And then you can use what? ifconfig. ifconfig is on Linux. ipconfig is on Windows. Okay. Okay. So from here, internet is working or not, or any server is working or not. we have a very, very important command that we use all the time in the real time. Ping. Say that. Ping. If you ping from return, you will get pong. Ping pong. Say that. Ping pong. Okay, so ping. Do you have any other servers here at the moment? No. So can you ping Google also here? Google.com. It is responding or not? See, 64 byte from this particular server, it is responding. It is responding. So what is the command here to check the other machine is alive or dead? Ping. Say that. Ping. You can ping the machine IP address also here. You have one machine, machine 1, machine 2. So machine 1 is able to reach machine 2 or not. How do you know? Ping command. And remember, we know the protocols, right? For ping command, ping will use a protocol called ICMP. Which protocol? Very important, right? ICMP protocol. So what is the command that we use here? Ping and then host name we put it. And what's the protocol it uses? ICMP protocol it uses. Okay. So what is the command to connect to the another Linux machine? Which one? SSH. Guys, in VPC, we have connected from one machine to Mumbai machine to another machine, right? So using what command? SSH. You will select the machine and then here. You go here, click on connect, and then what is this here? SSH-I, PEM file, and the username at the rate and the machine name. So what is the command here? So SSH. So I'm not doing it. SSH user at the rate. What's that? Host name. So this is how we need to log in. But I'll be showing how to log in from one machine to another machine when time comes. Okay. And I already told you about the wget. Wget is used for what purpose? Download things from the internet. Okay. And then we have a concept called curl. Say that. Curl. So curl retrieves the content of the web page. What's that? Curls will retrieve the content of the web page. So let's say, do you see? So if I say HTTP, yes. Okay. So it is some HTML content, it is responding or not. So curl command will help you. Let's say you have set up the Nginx here. Nginx is working or not, you can use the curl and then get the page here. So what's the command here? Curl. So there is a, let's say for example, http:// this will help also to call your API. Calling API. Let's say curl http:// there is a website called numberapi.com/random. Okay, if I hit enter, do you see randomly it is retrieving some data or not? 8 is the number of planets in the solar system. And then do it again. It will give these many number of Jews killed in the Holocaust. Something. It gives something really okay. These much is the total population of Isaac in some empire. 127 is atomic number for okay. Why? So what is the meaning of this? Or not, it is a number of card in a deck of ENO cards. Acha, these many people is the number of people employed by Walmart in 2000. Acha, how many seats? 555 is the number of seats in the airliner A386 bus. Okay, nice. In the flight. Okay, fine. So this is the sample I found interesting. That's why I wrote it here. So http://numberapi.com/random. That meaning this curl command will help you to get the information from the HTTP URLs. This is also important. What command is that? Curl. Curl HTTP URL. Okay. Okay. So very, very important command that I use whenever something goes wrong. Let's say you have two machines. API, we are different. If two computer systems wants to talk to each other or the internet in the secure way, Rashmita, then we use that APIs in the backend. API meaning application program interface. That is used by the developers mostly. We did this in API gateway, no project. We also did, Rashmita. Okay, see here. This is machine 1 and this is machine 2. So here I install, let's say, for example, Tomcat. What's that? Tomcat works on which port number? For example, 8080. Say that. Remember, Tomcat is another application server we'll be learning in coming days. So Tomcat will work on which port number all the time? 8080. Your HTTPD will work on, Apache works on 80. Apache works on 80. For everything, your Postgres works on 5432. Right? For everything, we have a port number or not? Okay, now I want to connect from here to here on this port number. First of all, and when I'm connecting it, yeah, 330 is for MySQL. Yeah. So when you're connecting from here to here, so you're not able to connect. First of all, you need to know whether this port number, this port is enabled on this machine or not. So in order to find out the connection is establishing or not, or whether the port is opened or not on the machine, we use something called telnet. Say that. Say that again. Telnet. Let's say systemctl start nginx. Okay. Now nginx is working. Okay. Now on this, you can check it from the same machine also. You can check it from the other machine also. For example, telnet localhost on which port number 80 is enabled or not. Acha. What do you need to do here? Okay. See, telnet, and you put your IP address. Do you have any other machine, another machine here? No. That's why I'm using local machine only. So local machine, local host. Which one? Local host. Your machine on port 8 is working or not, we'll check it. Do you see this? When I hit it, what it says? Connected. That meaning on this machine, Control C, on this machine, port 80 is enabled. On this machine, port 88 is enabled. Let's check. What it says, connection refused. That meaning on this machine, port 88 is not enabled. So can you check from one machine to another machine? So telnet, using telnet, and a port number is enabled or not? We can check it or not. So can you tell me one more port number? Okay, 54332. So that is also refused. So we have only which one? Port 80 is enabled on this machine. So this is very, very important command in real time to check the other machine, the port numbers are in the local machine also, other machine also, port numbers are enabled or not. We can use this command. What's that command here? Telnet. Telnet. What's the command? Telnet. You can use localhost and then port number. You can use localhost also, or you can use IP address. So telnet IP and then port number. Okay. We can use netstat also. What is that? Netstat. Say that. It will give the statistics on which port number and which node. So what is connected, everything you will see. This is for networking purpose. So you can just ignore it. No issues. and netstat, for example, netstat hyphen. This is also another way to find out on your local machine particular port number is opened or not. So what is that? Netstat hyphen, you can say put on. What's that? Put on. So hyphen PUT, these are all arguments for it, right? So netstat hyphen put on, and then grep, which number? Port 80. So do you see this here? And which service is using port 80 here? Nginx. This command is also super important in real time. Guys, clear? Any questions until here? I'll stop it here. Okay. Any questions? You want to take the paint? Practice. It's all about practice. How many times you practice it, it's better for you. Okay. Okay. So tomorrow, Saturday. No class. Because what I'll play only or what? Tomorrow, I'll bring my evening classes to morning because those are almost at the end. Those two classes. So we are having Terraform projects are going on for evening two batches. I want those two batches to the morning. So for that reason, I cannot continuously take 3 classes because I'm fasting, right? So for that reason, I'll drop you and I'll take these 2 people and we'll finish off those and then I'll be yours all the time. Okay. So for that is the reason why I'm holding the class tomorrow. So, and there is a workshop that I'm conducting uh, on Sunday, but you don't need to join. You don't need to join because that workshop is for the new people. We are already learning all these things, right? So the workshop is all about cloud formation versus Terraform. So cloud formation we learned, right? The same thing I'll be doing that. And then Terraform, the one which I'll be teaching you in the depth, there I'll just touch the Terraform. So for the new people, uh, those who don't know what is cloud formation, what is Terraform, what's the differences, for them it will be helpful. For you, will be learning deeper and deeper, right? You don't need to join those workshop at all. Just relax, chill. And you might have known already by now. So some people are asking when is my new batch is starting, so that your friends. So 17th at 4 p.m. evening 4 p.m. on Monday. So the class new batch is starting. So if you have your friends, just let them know so that they can get benefit out of it. Okay, so will you do the practice of all these things? Okay, ma. Any questions? No questions, huh? Okay, fine then. So can I get the final CC for today? And in our next class on Monday, we'll be doing whatever the basics commands that we have covered is enough. So on the Linux, we'll go a little bit more deeper and from a real time point of view, like installing something, setting up doing FTPs, WinSCPs, how to connect two machines, how to set up Nginx, reverse proxies, everything we'll be learning from real time point of view. So to do all those things, these basic commands are important to do. Okay, na? So on Monday, if I ask you the question, did you completed all the practicals? You should say loudly yes, so that if you are confident on this, your entire DevOps you will be confident. So Linux, without Linux you cannot work on DevOps. That's the reason why I'm taking this much time. Someone is asking, sir, how many days Linux will you take? So generally people will finish Linux in 1 day, 1 or 2 days maximum, but here I'll be taking few days, so that we'll whatever is required for the DevOps, I'll cover all those things and then we'll move to it. Okay. I know much better than you, right? What you need, I know. So for that reason, just leave it on me. So whatever that I'll be teaching, it's good for you. Okay. So let's not cut it, right? Let's learn everything. Okay, ma? So that's all. Sure. So let's connect on Monday. So with the next Linux topics. Until then, take care, guys, and then have a nice weekend. Complete all your practicals. Okay. See you on Monday. Bye bye.